Hi, hello. I'm redoing this whole video. I'm saying that like y'all are gonna ever see the video. I call this is an awful canon event that has happened. Like, I genuinely don't think, maybe I will, and it's just 18-year-old me saying this, but at the moment, I don't think I'm ever gonna get over this bitch. Because genuinely he fucked me up. He had me fucked up the whole summer. Oh my god. Basically, can I fucking help you? You're acting like I won't deadass brake check you right here, right now. What is your fucking issue, babe? Like, basically, I meet this guy, right, on Snapchat, of all places, right? You know what? I was like, this summer it's gonna be about me. It's gonna be all about me. I'm gonna be working. Like, no one. It's gonna be good. So this guy adds me, and I was debating on it. I was like, I was like, should I add him? Like, should I not? And then he starts like saving my snaps, and I was like, I just remembered when I first added him, I really deadass was gonna unadd him because I thought he was not that pretty looking. No, I remember, I thought he was a twink. That's why I was gonna unadd him. I that he worked at a coffee shop near my house. And I was like, okay. I was like, okay, where? And I was like, maybe I'll pull up. And he's like, you should. And I was like, okay, bet. So I grab my keys and I hop in the car and I go and I pull up. And he literally paid for my drink. Take note, I've never met this man before. All he knew is my name, what I looked like, and that was literally how we first met. Was like our first like quote unquote meeting was me pulling up to his job, and then he paid for my drink. So that was fun. I think it was like that night he texted me. He's like, hey, I'm going to a movie. You want to go with me? And I was like, bitch, it's 11 at night. I fear I am snug as a bug in a rug in my bed. And he's like, bro, like, aren't you 18? Like, come on. And I was like, dude, my parents are strict. Like, they'll literally kill me. Like, they don't even know I'm talking to you. Like, and he's like, oh, okay, you know. He's like, what about tomorrow? What about like late afternoon? I was like, you know what? Fine, sure, I'll go to the movies with you. So we go to the movies. Had a really nice night. We spent like 3 hours after just talking. It was amazing. Cool, awesome sauce. I'm trying to like sum this up, but there's so many like little like details in it that I just can't, you know. That was like our like last hangout for that week, just because he was going on a road trip with his friends. And so after the road trip, fucking took a turn for the worst, bro. Cause he starts becoming distant. He stops saving my snaps as much. He like seems like it's like a fucking switch flipped or some crap. He like, it was so weird. I was like, my sister kind of like talked me through it, because she was like, she sent me like a voice note or something, and she was like, you can't be mad, like you are treating this like y'all are dating, y'all are not. Like, you both made it clear that like you're just messing around, because I forgot to mention he was moving, and we can just like mess around, you know. Apparently I'm not built for messing around.
Would you like a free caramel pumpkin brulee, please?
No, thank you.
And here's that cookie butter, please. Would you like straws?
Yes, please. And then how much was it? How much was it? Because I was paying with cash. She literally looked at me and goes, would you like a free pumpkin something brulee? And I heard the word pumpkin and I said no. I don't like anything pumpkin flavored. I don't know what it is about me. I wish I did, because if I did, I'd be so annoying with pumpkin spice lattes. Okay, let me try this. It's not bad. I actually like it. I'm not a big coffee person, but I like that. But so a couple weeks go by, and I'm like, oh my gosh. I was like, what is with this dude? Like, he's acting like he wants to be with me, and then he goes and treats me like I'm literally fucking for the streets. And I was like, whatever. And I was like talking about it with my therapist, and I look at her, I'm like, Nicole, what should I do? Be honest with me. Like, you're an adult. Like, tell me what I need to do, bro. And she was like, I would ask him, you know, like, if he wants to go hang out, and, you know, if he doesn't, stop asking. If he does, just hang out with him, you know, enjoy the moment while it lasts. And I was like, you know what, you're so right. So after my session, I texted him and I was like, hey, like, I'm off the next 2 days. Let me know if you want to hang out. He was like, oh, you can low-key pull up now if you want. I was like, okay, bet, I'm on my way. Like the rest of the night together, we have our first kiss, right? He initiated it. He initiated literally anything we did, and walked me back to my car, kissed me goodbye, you know, acted fine. Next day texted me if I wanted to come over again, and I was like, yeah. So I go over, you know. But yeah, so, you know, those 2 days were really good, and then all hell fucking broke loose. So we continue snapping. The delivery times were crazy. 48 hours, I think, was the biggest one that I can remember. But I think he like sent a snap one day, and I was just like, I was on delivery for like 11 hours, and I was like, no one's that busy, babe. And so I just left him on open. I was like, I'm done. I am so sick of trying for something that isn't gonna happen, and that you are giving me the craziest signals over. I was like, whatever, I'm done. So then it was like a couple days before he moved. I was just like looking in my like Snapchat list, and I saw that his contact was gone, and I was like, this motherfucker, you know, like, how fucking dare you? It was hurtful because I'm like, you left without saying goodbye. I was like, what kind of person does that? I get we weren't dating or anything, you know, but have the decency to say bye to your friend, you know? So I move on with my life, right? I have my bad days, as some people do, and I have my good days, you know, and I started having more good days. And I'm gonna sit in my car because I can do whatever I want, I fear. So I like have more good days than bad days, and I'm like, yay, awesome, I'm healing. Sunday comes around. Turning off my music for this one. I'm doing my nightly, like, looking at people I have blocked and seeing what their lives are like. And I was like, oh, let me look up my sister's ex. Because I was like, I don't know how he's doing, you know? Is he doing bad? Have my wishes come true? And I type in my sister's ex's initial. His initial comes up. I was like, oh my god. I made his socials, and I was like, what? So I go to Snapchat, and like, he was still like not in my like contact list. I'm like, okay. And I was like, maybe I'm just blocked on Snapchat. I'm like, that's fine, whatever, you know, like, move on with your life, I'll move on with mine. 11 p.m. hits. What is it with 11 p.m. guys? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna be feeling this later, I'm not even gonna lie. I was on Snapchat, and I scrolled down because I was gonna send my sister a snap, I think it was, and there it is. His contact is back in my friends list. I'll play the video like right here, but I was so incredibly stunned. I felt sick. I was literally nauseous for like an hour. I was like, oh my god, like, it sucks. It really does. But it's also healing, almost. I'll die on this hill saying it, but there was a point where he did care. Like, I will die on that fucking hill. There's no way that he could look at me and treat me like that and not care in the slightest. You know, he told me one time that he cared. You know, he worried about when I would drive to work, because I would make like an hour trip one way for work. I also think that he didn't want to get too attached, because as much as we were having fun and hanging out and messing around and stuff, we were on a timer. We were on an expiration date, and maybe he was just one of those people where once their time is done serving in your life and teaching you like new lessons and new chapters and stuff like that, like, they just leave. And I think knowing that makes it more okay. It makes it hurt a little less, you know? But yeah. I kind of want to start doing videos like this, where it's like I pick topics and I just kind of like yap about it. I want to start a podcast so badly, but I have no one to start it with.